How's it going? Salar Sharif here, and today we're going to be doing a Tesla full self-driving review. Now, a lot of people think the Tesla full self-driving is a gimmick. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but today I'm here to put it up to the test. So we're going to go on highways, we're going to go through towns, and we're going to see, does full self-driving actually work? So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so we're getting onto the highway right now, and I'm going to enable full self-driving. Let's go. So we're hands-free right now, about to perform a lane switch. We're switching on. There we go. Now we're merged onto the highway, and I'm just going to speed us up and get us going. Alright guys, as you can see over here, we are going into a turnaround to the highway. There's a bunch of cars ahead of us, and I'm completely hands-free, letting Tesla take over. It's able to manage that distance. It's able to gauge how fast to go, when to start, and it's doing a pretty good job right now. Alright, so over here we have a lot of cars, and we're putting the Tesla to the test. We're about to go onto a highway ramp. We're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to keep my hands by the wheel because I'm not sure how this is going to go down. There's a lot of people here, so let's see. Here we go, we're going right onto the ramp. Seems to be doing a good job.
In 1,000 feet, take the U.S. Highway 1 ramp on the left.
Okay, now it's going to be the test. It's going to merge onto the highway using the camera. So let's see how this goes.
Now take the U.S. Highway 1 ramp on the left.
Tailgating me. Okay, let's go. Nice, all right. Smooth lane change. Car ahead, car behind, still able to do it. Seems to be a smooth ride so far. Now that we're on the highway, it should be a pretty straightforward 10-mile route. So we currently have around 7 more miles to go, or 7 more minutes to go. The ride's been pretty smooth so far. No real need to have any interventions with full self-driving. It's been able to go through the highway, stay within the flow of traffic. No, like, what's the word? Unnecessary braking that was very jerky. It does tend to do that sometimes, and right now we're going to hit a lane change, and I don't know what... Okay. That was a bit of a late lane change, if you just saw that over there. I don't know if I feel too good about that one, but it did make it at the end of the day. It's about to do a stop sign right here. I might have to intervene real quick because we are going straight. It's jerking around. There we go. And that was a bit rough, but we did make it through. I mean, yeah, as usual, like, hands ready to go on the wheel. I want to emphasize that for all, like, the cops watching out there. My hands are ready to go on the wheel. My foot is on the brake right now. And seems to be doing a good job. We're gonna have a merge in right now. If we can get it on the screen just to show how the Tesla looks in at merges. It's gonna turn on the indicator in a second, or maybe not because it's like a smooth merge, but let's see. No, it's just gonna do it very smoothly because there's no cars, but it's able to handle those types of situations pretty well. Really, like, hypothetically in my mind, could I fall asleep and end up at the meat market, which is where I'm going? Maybe. I don't know per se, because I still have moments where I feel like I'd rather have my hands ready to go. But at other times, I'm like, when I'm on the highway for 10 miles, I can have a conversation, obviously looking at the mirrors, looking at the road, but not necessarily feel like I have to be stressed if there's a truck near me or avoiding it, because the Tesla will handle it. And right now, I'm going at 35, which is the speed limit, but as you can see, everyone's trying to tailgate me for some reason, and the cars ahead of me are going at like 40, so if you catch me above the speed limit, I'm not sure why. And I'm going to quickly just go on manual just because there's a lot of pedestrian crossings over here. What I would say is that's generally my style. Like, when there's a pedestrian crossing, just slow down. I trust the Tesla with my life on a highway, but when it comes to crossings, I'd much rather just take it myself. All right, so I was able to get to the meat market pretty easily. Full self-driving was good. We had to go through many cars. We had to go onto ramps, onto the highway, and we were able to do it pretty well. So I'd say that Tesla full self-driving has gone a long way. Maybe at times, like when there was a cop on the side of the road pulling someone over, I did switch to manual. And when we cross like pedestrian areas, I do tend to switch to normal, regular driving, but I really don't think I need to. So we're gonna go back. Maybe my mind's gonna change. Maybe it's gonna get even better, and goodbye to driving. So let's do it. Back on the highways now, and it's dark outside. If you can see in front, I'm heading back to Best Buy. I've changed my mind, and I now want to buy the headphones that I did buy an hour ago. But that's besides the point. The Tesla can do it in the dark. So right now, it's around 5 p.m. in New Jersey, so it's getting dark. Car seems to be doing fine. There's a lot of cars on the road. We're able to switch lanes, merge, and it's able to take the exits. So pretty impressive stuff. All right, so we're going through some pretty dark roads right now, pretty narrow. Definitely not ideal for full self-driving, but since the lights are on, as you can see up ahead, this is going to be quite, I don't even know if this is going to work. I mean, this is quite an impressive turn because we're on such a narrow street. There are cars coming right ahead. And I wouldn't say it's pitch black outside, but it's pretty dark outside, so. All right, so now we are in Princeton, so a nice town area, and we're about to make a left turn on a green with incoming traffic. Just gonna make sure that no one else has the right of way. It's gonna make this left turn over here.
Now turn right onto
and now it's gonna make a right turn up onto another like town street, like inside of housing area street. I don't know what the word is. I'm lost for it. And ahead you can see we have cars up there. So it's gonna do this kind of slowdown, which is one of the things I think is the biggest downside. Is as soon as it sees something, it slows down a lot. Now that might be because I put on the chill setting for my FSD, just because I don't want my car to be too aggressive. But perhaps if I switch it to aggressive, maybe a new video coming soon, testing the differences between aggressive and normal, or perhaps not. So now back onto the front, we see we have a stop sign. Now this is going to be a good question, so I'm going to be alert here because I don't want to get T-boned right now. We're seeing, on the screen you can see, I don't know if it checked or not, but you can see it did that like top-down view. So maybe it somehow has like weird camera angles and did something, or it just kind of was like, now if we hit it fast enough, we'll be fine. As you can see, it dodged the trash can. So I'm actually not so sure about the side trash cans and mailboxes on the side of the road. I'm sure it'll dodge it, but the screen doesn't seem to pick up on it. But that could just be for rendering space. So maybe not. And we're about to approach my house. I'm gonna cut the feed over here just so you guys don't track me down exactly. And then, I don't know, send someone to kill me. I don't know. I don't know what people on the internet do these days, but yeah. All right, so Larchery from the future here. I'm currently driving the Tesla back from Newark Airport, and just a few thoughts, the finale. What do I actually think about FSD? So, starting off, as you can see up here, I'm on not really a highway, but a multi-lane road with traffic light that goes at a pretty high speed. So basically a highway, and it's doing fine. I'm comfortable switching lanes. Like right now, if you look at the screen, I'm gonna hit a switch lane. It's gonna do the camera thing, and hopefully the guy behind me is nice. And it's gonna wait. It's not gonna kill me, and we're good to go. So it's good on highways. It's good on longer roads. It's as good as it gets. We drove it through Princeton, the town. It's able to go through narrow roads. It's able to detect other cars. It's not gonna crash you. Now, the only thing I will say, and the reason why I cut to a different scene with me in different clothes at a different time, is I want to bring up the yielding on the Tesla. So when you have a yield sign or a stop sign, yes, it does check with the cameras, but that's the only place where I'd give it a yellow grade and not give it the full green light, because we had a situation where I was turning and there was a yield sign. It stopped for the first car, but there was another car coming in, and it started to go, and immediately it detected the other one and it disengaged or stopped. Maybe it was just my instinct that disengaged FSD, but it did have a problem with that, because at the end of the day, it does use cameras. And as you can see, it just stopped for a yellow light. People behind me might be mad because FSD doesn't push the yellow, but that's okay. But yeah, so I don't know about the yield signs yet. It needs a little bit more work. Maybe that's the downside between LiDAR and camera systems. The Tesla uses the camera system, so it's limited by what the cameras can see. So you can get from point A to point B. I want to emphasize that. I can get from Newark back to my home in Princeton with FSD, no problem. Maybe at the toll booths I need to take manual control, go through the easy pass lane, but in general, it's good to go. But on yield and stop signs, you have to be a bit careful, because Tesla FSD, while it might be the cream of the crop when it comes to automated driving, when it comes to robotic or AI driving systems, it's not the best at yielding. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tesla FSD gets my thumbs up, but if you're around a lot of pedestrians and you have to yield, maybe put your hands on the wheel. Have a great day. Have a great night. Salar Sharif signing out.